I grew up in Bakersfield, California. Kind of had a normal middle-class life. I was like, there was nerd, cool, and I was like somewhere in the middle, just like, you know, I just kind of blended in. All the guys in Korn, we were in these little cheesy bands when we were teenagers, so. And I actually became their roadie. But that went on for a while, then I got sick of just being their roadie and drinking all the time. I started messing around with mushrooms and acid a little bit, and I just got sick of all that. And I told the guys, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna move, I'm just wasting my life. The guys said, man, we don't want you to move, you've been with us for so long. You know, do you want to jam with us? Everybody liked the sound, and it was just a thicker sound for them. We were underneath a pier talking about band names. The singer brought up Korn. We just kind of said, cool, you know. So record companies heard about it, and they started coming out, and that was the dream come true, man. We got like a record deal. My girlfriend got pregnant right as I was hitting the road with Korn, the first tour ever. She decided that she was gonna abort the baby. To me, it was like, you know, the baby's not a baby, a person, unless it's born, you know. I guess she changed her mind on the way there, or when she was there. She said, I can't kill it, and I'm gonna find parents for it, because I can't raise a kid. I'm too crazy. So, because we were both just wild, you know, and when the baby was born, I heard the baby start crying and screaming. That was my kid for the first time. Once I heard the baby making noise, I was instantly going, what did I do? Like, I felt so much love for this kid, and I don't know why I didn't in the womb. I cut myself off emotionally or something, but I couldn't when the baby was born, so I just was like covering the baby with tears, you know, and so was she for a while, just saying goodbye, you know. Overwhelming, like, just sadness. Me and that same girl, we got married, and when we had our second child, we were so excited, like another chance, you know. We were really dysfunctional, but we had a lot of love for each other amidst all the trauma and fighting and drugs and stuff. Like, we had Janaea, and we lasted for a while, me and my ex-wife, and just the party and everything got really crazy, and just physical abuse. It just seemed like when we're at the height of the Korn success, like, just craziness went on, you know? And so she ended up getting hooked up with like a gang of skinheads, you know, when I was out of town. So I was like, well, I ain't leaving my daughter. Are you crazy? I'll change everything on the road just to keep her safe. So I started raising her right then, and I got sober. And I was just being a single dad, and then the stupid Osama bin Laden dude sent those planes into the towers. And they're talking about World War III, everybody on the news and everything. I had my sober partner, so he was like, man, you want to be sober if it all goes down? The world ends and I'm sober? No way. And then it just went all downhill from then. I was doing coke, crystal, Vicodin, all these pills, trying to do the womanizer thing on the road, and just nothing worked out. And I ended up moving back to Bakersfield, where it all started. And I was a single dad, all messed up on drugs, and my daughter was going to church and stuff, and she would ask me like who Jesus was, who God is, and I'd be like, I don't know, like, he's way past the stars, like, don't worry about it, you know? But she would just continue to ask me about it. But I'd take her to the Korn concerts, and she'd be like there with the big old gun cannons, you know, to protect her ears from the sound. Just innocent looking angel, you know? And it just wasn't a place for a kid, little precious girl to go. Just that contrast of like pure innocence and total evil, like just total, like, not the band, I'm just saying like my life, just like the girls, the drugs, the party. It was just like, I was going back and forth, like, do I want this life of fame and everything and the craziness, or do I want this to raise this innocent girl, you know, in goodness? I ended up going to church. When the pastor got up, he was just talking how real Jesus was and how he saved him from being an alcoholic and an abuser and all this stuff. I raised my hand to receive Christ when I went home, and I started praying. I was like, Jesus, you know, if you're real like that dude said, then you give me a new life, because I'm gonna die. I just remember praying at the end of that last binge, and I was like, oh, man, I was looking through the Bible and saying, is this real? How do I know, you know? And then I felt this presence come around me, just mercy. mercy, forgiveness, and all this just totally like divine love from another eternal place. You gotta understand, I was in the gutter, and to feel this thing from another realm, like, and then it just lifted, and I was like, the next day I threw away all the drugs. I ended up leaving Korn. I don't want to keep playing these songs that I wrote when I was high and drunk. It's the best thing ever happened to me, and I don't care what happens the rest of my life.